Hey juniors! Congratulations, we are on day 5 of this writing packet, which means you are almost done. Just have to do the conclusion. If you've been killing it all week on this writing prompt, you are sure to do well on the writing section of your benchmark. Like we said, the prompt is exactly the same, so you now know all the vocabulary and what's expected of you. Let's go ahead and get started. First things first, let's write our objective. Today, I can write my conclusion. Go ahead and copy this on your paper. If you need more time, press pause, but I'm going to move on. So today we're writing our conclusion. Our conclusion has to be about both articles, and most importantly, it has to reference part 2 of the prompt. If you looked at the parts of the prompt that you numbered, the second part reads, then analyze how the authors interpret similar facts to support their own arguments. That might sound a little bit challenging to you. I know we covered it in English class today, but we're going to do it one more time because practice makes perfect. So, then analyze how the authors interpret similar facts to support their own arguments. This just means that we're looking for examples of times when the authors use information that is very similar or about the same thing, but one uses it to support their argument and one uses it to one uses it in a positive sense and one uses it in a negative sense. So for example, today in class you wrote your conclusion regarding minimum wage. The similar evidence and similar facts that we pulled out was that the author of Article 1 said most people working minimum wage jobs are trying to support their family, so you should raise minimum wage, whereas the author in Article 2 said most minimum wage workers are teenagers, therefore they don't need a raise in the minimum wage. Those authors cited very similar evidence, the age of the minimum wage workers, but used it to support two very different claims. What you're going to do right now is take a minute or two to go back into your text and try to find an example of a time when the two authors in our text about the social media did the exact same thing. In Article 1, you're going to go ahead and take a look at paragraph 3. In Article 2, which is called White House Plan Overreaches, you're going to go ahead and take a look at paragraph 4. Go ahead and do that now. So let's get started on our conclusion. You may have pulled different similar evidence, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about the way that the author in Article 1 is saying that the government is accessing personal information in a bad way to spy, whereas the author in Article 2 is talking about the government accessing personal information in a good way to protect the citizens. So we're going to start with this. In both articles, the authors discuss the government accessing personal information on social media, or something along those lines. You're welcome to use different terms if you would like to. Go ahead and pause this video if you need to, but I'm going to move on. Sentence 2 is you're going to be citing Article 1. So you're going to say, in Americans duped by the White House, the author believes. Now tell me what the author in Article 1 believes about the government accessing private information. Pause this video so you have time to write it, but I'm going to move on. Sentence 3 is about Article 2. So we're going to start it the same way. In White House Plan Overreaches, the author argues that. Now tell me how author 2 feels about the government accessing private information. Pause here if you need more time, but I'm going to move on. Finally, we just need to wrap it up. You're going to be wrapping up your entire essay. So you're going to say, overall, therefore, in all, in conclusion. The authors use similar facts to support their different opinions about the government social media page. Notice I went back and copied the prompt almost exactly, and then just added what it was that the prompts were talking about. In this case, the articles were talking about the government's use of social media. In the conclusion you wrote today, you probably wrote, the authors use similar facts to support their different opinions about raising minimum wage. On your benchmark, you're going to be talking about a different topic entirely, so make sure you change this to suit your needs then. Now you're done. But here is an opportunity for some bonus points. This will really help your GPA. A, you're going to be getting a free 100 for writing prompts, but you're also going to get a free 100 for English as a prove it grade if you complete this extra credit assignment. Write one more paragraph, just 4 sentences, answering the following question. Which author do you think made a better argument? You must justify your answer with examples from the text. Who do you think argued their stance better? Do you think the first author did or the second? Tell me what you think and tell me why. I'll be checking these over the weekend, and your GPA on Monday will reflect this if you get it done. That's 2 free 100, guys. Take advantage of this great opportunity. As soon as you're done with this, you're done for the day. Congratulations on writing your first essay using the benchmark prompt.